Bonitas, hola hola, a full face of makeup of products under $10. Essence just dropped new stick foundations, 43 shades, okay? 43 shades of stick foundations, which is absolutely amazing for drugstore because I feel like sometimes drugstore can be hit or miss with their foundation shades, but 43 shades, yes, we love to see that. And you guys know, Essence is one of the few brands right now that's truly staying very affordable. So we are going to be doing a full face of Essence Beauty featuring their new stick foundations, and I cannot wait to dive into esta carita. So keep watching, grab your cafecito y vamos a empezar. Okay, bonitas, so first things first, I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the Essence Peptide Lip Treatment. This is one of their newer products. This is a glossy lip treatment, the Super Peptide with Caring Shea Butter. You guys know that I love to use a good lip balm right as I'm starting my makeup. Also, if you hear some noise in the background, it's my dog. You guys know, life of the husky. Huskies are very active pups. For some reason, as soon as I start filming is when he just wants to really be an attention seeker. These lip balms retail for $4.99. They have different tones, but this one is clear, so it's perfect for getting ready. Okay, so I think first things first, I want to start off with the eye. I'm using this Essence concealer, which has been one of my favorites. I'm gonna use that all over my lid, and I'm gonna blend that out. This is going to be as a eyeshadow base. It's a very lightweight product, but it gives a good solid pigment tone to the eye so that we have a good starting base for the eyelids, and it just makes everything work really nicely onto the eyelids. I'm also going to be using it as my concealer because that's exactly what it is, a concealer. But I personally like to use my concealers as also my eyeshadow bases just because I feel like I like a multi-use type of product, and I feel like concealers do the trick of like an eye primer. Okay, so now we're going to be moving into the palette. I picked up this nude palette, and this one retails for $3.99. This is what the colors look like. I picked this one out because I feel like it's the one that I would truly get the most use out of. They also do have some other colors to pick from. This isn't the only one. They have like a pinky one, which looks really stunning. I did see that some of them are on sale, so that's just something to note. But I mean, that price for these palettes is very good. I'm just gonna go ahead and take this warm shade, and I'm going to put that all over our crease like so. I'm curious to see how these shades are gonna do because I feel like sometimes when I see certain eyeshadows that are very, very affordable, they're not the best. So I'm curious to see if this one's actually going to be good. Now it only has 2 matte shades and the rest are shimmers, which I love a good shimmer, but I also love a good matte shade, especially for the crease. This one's actually looking pretty good. I wish that there was another like deeper tone brown in here, but it doesn't have that, but I think that would have been fantastic. Like if it had 3 mattes and then 3 shimmers, but it only has 2 mattes. So we're just gonna have to work with what we got. So that's the matte shade. Soft, but still noticeable. It's not like very, very light. And it's that one right there. Okay, so now we want to go in with a shimmer because I want to see how these shimmers perform. I've never tried these little mini palettes, but like $3.99, you can't top that with Essence. So I think I'm going to go in with this shade right here, this one. And I'm going to just put that all over the lid. Actually, not all over the lid. I'm going to just take it halfway through. Pigment is looking good, I have to say that. It's a pretty palette. I just wish that it had one more matte shade that was deeper. I'm gonna go back in with the matte shade we used all over the crease, and I'm going to just use that on the outer edge to kind of wrap up the look. It's gonna do a little something for it. Okay, I like that. Okay, now let's swatch some of these. Okay, so I'm gonna first start off with the shade we went in, and they feel really buttery. So I'm gonna swatch them right here. That's the shade that we went in with. Then I'm gonna go in with the next shade, which is that one. It's like a brown. And put it right here. Do you see? Like, those shades are pretty, which is why I feel like we need another matte that's like much warmer. I feel like you can't really see that, but it's right there. Okay, then we're gonna go in with this like very light shade. It's another matte shade. And we're gonna put it right there, which you can see that has pigment. And it's buttery and it's very like blendable. Okay, then I'm gonna take the next shade, this one right here, and I'm gonna put it right there next to that white shade. Do you see the colors? And then the last shade, these are all the shades. Very, very pretty, but like I said, we definitely needed a deeper matte color. Really wish I could do a wing. I should have got their eyeliner. So they recently came out with these. They have it in brown, black, and white. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to lashes. You guys know Essence delivers with their mascaras. So I have here two mascara and lash primer that I want to go in with. Okay, so I have here the mascara primer. Looks like that. This one is the Lash Princess. You guys know the Lash Princess line is gone very viral for how good the mascaras are. So I'm gonna use this primer. This is my first time using this primer, so we shall see how it does. I was using the Lancome one, and that one is great, but it is definitely pricey. And in this economy, I'm trying to save some cash. So I'm like, if I can find something that's a little bit more affordable, sí, por favor. And this is a extra length and volume. This light green mascara primer is designed to create extra long voluminous lashes, while its soft elastomer wand ensures a flawless application. So, and the reviews look pretty good. So a ver cómo nos va. Yeah, it says let primer dry before applying the mascara. So we're gonna let it dry. It says to apply 1 to 2 coats. I need to know, bonitas, have any of you tried Essence at Ulta? If you have, what are your favorite products by them? I feel like a lot of people are gonna say they're mascaras because I know the mascaras are very popular from them and they're so affordable. But let me know down below in the comment section what products you're loving from Essence. What products are you curious about? Was there anything that you've been wanting to try that I'm trying out right now? Which we still have quite a few bit of products to go through. Because now that the eyes are almost done, we are going to move on to the complexion. And I have a good amount of complexion products that are coming. We have that. Now we're gonna go in with the Essence Lash Without Limits. This is the one that I've been using nonstop for a while. And I like the fact that my lashes don't look clumpy, like they look fuller. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Definitely giving us length, which is good, because I'm like, I want that length. Especially because we're not going in with a falsie, we're just going in with mascara and lash primer. So we're going to just leave this as is right now. What I like to do is I like to let this just kind of set into the lashes. Then once I'm done my base, then I go back in and recurl them, and then it just holds that lift better. So we will do that, we'll go back to that. But right now the eyes look really nice, soft, subtle, but there is like a little pop of color there, which I like. That shimmer is definitely perfection. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with 2 primers from Essence. They've been coming in strong with their primers. I'm gonna first go in with this one. This one is the Essence Jelly Grip Primer. This is very comparable to the Milk Makeup one. I feel like it's one of the more comparable ones at the drugstore. And what I'm gonna do is I like to apply grip primers along the perimeters of the face, because that's kind of where my makeup tends to really fade for me. So it's just kind of the perimeters of the face, and also on the nose. So I like to just go in the nose area in that like midsection, because that's where things can fade. And we go like that. What I like about this primer is that it offers that really good tacky consistency for things to grip on nicely. But most importantly, what I like about it is how hydrating it is. I definitely do feel like when you're doing skin prep, your skin should look glowy, healthy, no matter what skin type you are. I think it's so important to have that good base so that everything that you put on afterwards lays really nicely on top. Especially with oily skin, I feel like sometimes you may be like, why do I need to look super hydrated and glowy if I'm already gonna be glowy at the end of the day? It's because we're gonna do so much layering that you want things to really lock into place so that as you're layering things on top, it looks nice, soft matte, and it doesn't look cakey. So that's why I like to do this. Okay, next up we have here the Blur Primer. This retails for $4.99, and this one is all about Blur Even Skin Balm. Now this one I'm going to apply it like around the midsection of the face because that's where I tend to get more texture and a little bit more oily. This is going to give me kind of more like of a smooth, silky type of base. Now that we have all that on, we are going to go ahead and go in with some color correcting. So Essence launched these color correctors, extremely affordable. These do retail for $4.99. So I'm going to be starting off with the shade Light to brighten up the under eye because we do have a little bit of some darkness in there. Not too much, but there is some right there. And then I do want to go in and color correct a little bit the redness with the green. I'm going to be taking it right there. Also right here where it's like a little bit more red. I'm going to just start off by doing the green to just correct the red. So it's getting rid of the redness, which you can see. And this is one of those things where you need to just trust the process because right now it looks insane. It's like, what's going on here? The brightener for the under eyes, and that's going to brighten that part. And then we're gonna start applying the foundation and concealer. Okay, so right now we're looking a little cray-cray, but it's okay. So now we're gonna go in with the stick foundation. This is the new product that we're gonna be talking about. And this is what it looks like. I went in with the shade 190, and we're gonna put that on top of the work that we just did everywhere else. And we're just going to really go at it. When I saw that this foundation is going to give me a soft matte finish, I was like, oh, we love to hear that. Essence said I got you, and I got you with 43 shades. So I'm like, okay. And we're leaving the area where we went in with the brightener blank because we are gonna go in back with the concealer. But this is what the foundation looks like. Let me know if you would want to see a full-blown review on this stick foundation. Pretty coverage, very natural skin-like. It kind of like becomes one with the skin, which I like. Okay, so now we're gonna go back in with the concealer. Oh, the foundation does retail for $6.99. So again, very affordable. I'm gonna go in with the concealer and I'm going to just put it right here, like so, on top of where we went to highlight the under eye. Like I said, also, one thing that I'm a big fan of, especially with oily skin and especially as I am having to set with powders, loose powders, pressed powders, is really going in with thin products to layer. Not going in with products that are super heavy on the skin, but just very easy, lightweight products to layer so that as I'm putting that powder on, everything just sets really beautifully. Now, Essence does have a powder that they recently came out with 3 different tones. I actually included it in a past video I did on Essence where I reviewed their color correctors. Now, I cannot find that powder, but I am going to blend this concealer. I'm gonna blend. I really love this concealer. It is one of my favorite concealers that it's like between this one and the one by Tarte that I just really love because they're so lightweight and they just melt into the skin, but they give you great coverage, great brightness. And that's truly like all that I could ask for. I will link my other review on the color corrector and the powder by Essence that I'm talking about so that you guys can check that out. But it's really, really a great product. What I like about it is that you have like your pink powder, like your peachy tone, and like a lavender tone, which I think is great because I feel like those are the most used colors. You could also mix them up if you like a mixture of them. Like it's really good. But right now I'm just going in with another powder because I cannot find that one. While we let the under eyes set, I am gonna go ahead and take another foundation stick. This one is in the shade 230, and you can also use these sticks to do other things like warm up your complexion. So that's what I'm using this for. I do feel like in this specific product, the blendability is really good. Like, I get really good blendability with these sticks. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that out so you can see. Like, look how easily that blends into the skin. So easily. And it looks super pretty. So I would recommend, if you do, you know, want to get the foundation stick and you want to get a shade to warm up your complexion, this shade in 230 is perfect if you are around. King, please. Dog mom life. He just moved my camera to make himself cozy. Now that you guys can see the base is on and in place, I feel like the eyeshadow just like really popped. This blendability is just fantastic. Like, it blends like a dream. I'm impressed. Now we're going to move on to the blush. Essence has these blushes. They are called the Baby Got Blush Liquid Blush. This one is in the shade Pinkalicious. This one retails for $5.99. Do 1, 2. Oh, that's a pretty pink. 1, 2. Okay, then we're gonna go in and blend. So pretty. Wow, that is really, really pretty. Okay. I love this pink. We have lips left and we have powder. I think I'm gonna powder first, and then I'll go ahead and do the lips. So for powder, I'm gonna be using the Keep Me Covered powder long wear. It has no added alcohol, fragrances, mineral oil. It is vegan. So this is in the shade 40 light medium. It's a silky lightweight powder, texture for a smooth and natural finish. So I like to use these type of powders to set my oily skin. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take the powder from Essence and I'm just going to tap that. Oh, no way. It literally just fell out of the pan and broke. Do you see that? Bonita's like, what? Okay, well, I still wanna try the powder. I'm gonna try to, yeah, it's like breaking on me. Okay. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a mess. Okay, so I'm gonna have to leave it there, but let's try it. I like to try things, give them a fair chance, and see how it goes. They also have a matte powder, which I have tried before. I like it. So I wanted to try something new, which is why I decided to go with this one. But this one is just breaking on me, so I have to be very, very careful. If you do get this, just be very careful because it may fall apart. But it's already doing a really beautiful job of just kind of locking everything into place. So I'm doing one side so you can see the difference. So this is the side with the powder. It definitely smooths out the skin, the texture. And then this is the side where we haven't gone on with it, with the foundation by itself. As you can see, the foundation, I'm definitely seeing more like a skin-like finish. Is it dewy? It's not dewy, but it's not completely matte. But I have to say, with a good skincare prep, everything has been laying very nicely on the skin. Okay, that looks pretty. Me gusta. Looks nice. I just wish it didn't break. Now we're gonna move on to the lips. For lips, I got quite a few things because I really wanted to kind of like see what I could create. I love a good nude lip, glossy lips. We're gonna start off with the 8 Hour Matte Lip Liner. This one is in the shade Cosnova. So let's see what Cosnova looks like. A nice warm brown. I was expecting it to be a little bit more brown, like a little deeper, like so. That's pretty. Definitely a soft brown, but it's pretty. And I'm gonna go in with the Slim Stick. So this is the Slim Stick. Okay, so that's the Slim Stick. Very creamy consistency. It reminds me of the like a moussey consistency. Chocoholic for the all over lippy. Then we're gonna go in with the Extreme Shine Gloss. Look how pretty that is. And then for the gloss, Gold Dust. So we're gonna apply Gold Dust. Like so. Ooh, I like Gold Dust. That's pretty. Ooh, this is very pretty. Okay, I like that. That is so pretty. Okay, bonitas, this is the completed look using all Essence makeup. Honestly, all these products, like I said, were under $10, like all under $10, and we created this face right here. I feel like I'm very pleased with how everything worked. The only little disaster I had was the powder, but besides the powder, I really like how everything came out. The one little area where it was definitely like, okay, just trust the process, is when we were color correcting, because I did notice that green was looking a little funky as I was blending it. But again, it was one of those things where you just trust the process, and then you get like that very beautiful outcome. So let me know your thoughts down below, bonitas. Let me know which ones were your favorite products or products that you're intrigued in trying. And I will have everything linked down below so you can check it out. Also keep in mind, a good amount of these products have sale prices, which is great. But I know the stick foundations are probably rolling into Ulta's right now, so definitely some products to look into, but do not sleep on Essence if you haven't checked them out. Really great brand at Ulta and also online, and you can find some really great gems for very affordable prices. That's pretty much it, bonitas. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Let me know to continue doing estos videos para ustedes. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. That also really helps me out for you to continue tuning into my videos. Let me know if there's any other videos you want to see, recommendations you have for me and my channel. I always love the constructive criticism. It is always the best and much appreciated. And I think that's it. So I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Don't forget to stay safe, stay blessed, and stay beautiful. Y nos vemos pronto. Adiós, bonitas.